Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 27 of Mistconceptions. I'm your host, David White. And everybody, I'm going to keep this intro really short because Carrie and I are literally just about to sprint out the door to go see a niece's graduation, and we'll be gone all weekend, so I needed to get this done really quick. So I'm going to skip right to the Patreon and iTunes shoutouts. Our new Patreon backer at the $2 level is Bacca Jello. Bacca, thank you for supporting us and helping us make this show even better. And I guess the only question I have to ask you is, what flavor is Bacca Jello? I'm thinking a cherry flavor. I also want to give a shout out to our newest reviewer on iTunes, Luke Wolfenson. Luke, thank you for your review on iTunes. You've also been chatting at us at Facebook, giving us your opinion and critiques of different episodes on there, so thank you for those as well. But mainly, thank you for your review on iTunes. That'll really help out the show. Alright, that was quick, that was sweet. Let's get to the episode.
Well, it's been a whirlwind. Lynn, of all people, has no memory. That is the strangest thing ever. I mean, his life has got to be a living hell. Not being able to remember what's going on. I mean, I guess it's beneficial because he talks about the wolf man and how scary he was, but he could hardly remember any of the details. I mean, I can see how that's beneficial, I guess, because you don't remember all the scary stuff, but I wonder how many friends that he's lost because he just forgot to talk to them or keep their number. Hey, he has my number, so he may contact me. We may become best friends. This could be a real possibility while I'm fighting giant monsters, destroying bars, and stopping very violent mayoral debates. Well, the possibilities are endless. Looks like it's going to be a great day tomorrow.
So the episode opens up. We're in a dark room. For longtime listeners, you would recognize this room as Faye's apartment, but nobody's in there. And then the door opens up. The light spills in from the hallway. You see a hand reach around the corner, flip on the lights, and...
Ren, I don't understand why you can't let me be the one to talk to people who are acting like children, considering I work with children for, my livelihood, and you work with computers.
So you're saying that I just can't be nice to people? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you're not nice to anyone else in the world, so I don't understand why you're suddenly going to be nice to someone we don't know.
Maybe because I see him as a friend, we can become best friends one day and we'll frolic in the gardens together and we'll hang out and we'll play games together, but I'm sorry that I'm just not going to help these, hopeless people like you are, all these hopeless children that are needing help all the time.
Literally, what are you talking about? None of that is what I said. And I don't understand why you think you're going to be frolicking in the gardens with this guy because he's not going to remember who you are.
Thank you very much. There's a picture of me in his apartment and you know what it says? Lynn, Ren, and friends.
You don't know what it says because you didn't hear the narrator say that.
So while Faye and Ren are, I presume, standing in the middle of the living room arguing, what do we see in the foreground, or where are Esther and Bill at?
Bill is in the fridge.
Yeah, I was gonna say Esther's in the kitchen and Bill's getting stuff out and Esther's gonna make them drinks.
Yeah. Making who drinks? Bill and Esther drinks? Okay. So
and then
Bill
we
and
get
Esther
our drinks and we come back in the living room and sit down on the couch
to resume
for the next
watching
episode of Faye and Ren.
Faye versus Ren. Okay. So you mix up some drinks in the kitchen, come sit down on the couch to continue watching the arguments, or the tail end of the argument, however it plays out.
I'm just saying, me and Lynn could be best friends, and you're just going over there trying to be the hero that saves the day.
You know what, Ren? If it makes you
their
feel
names rhyme
better,
I believe so.
yeah.
to be right. You can be right in your head.
Thank you
but
for
me and Bill and Esther are going to understand
Whoa, you're bringing all of us
I am
into
the
it.
one.
Yeah.
Well, you made a drink and he didn't make one for me. So
So she's not actually friends with you.
Esther is my best friend, and you best back the hell off.
She didn't make you a drink, so clearly you're not best friends.
Esther hands her the drink that she made. This is actually for you.
Thank you.
Bill just finishes the rest of his drink, so he doesn't have to say anything.
Okay. I'm out. That took everything out of me.
End of episode.
See you next time.
I thought you were best friends with your coworker.
Me and Pablo are longtime best friends and longtime lovers.
Sorry.
Love you a long time.
That changes Ren's character drastically.
No, anyways.
Okay, so it's Wednesday. It's
Wednesday
early
morning,
in the
yeah.
morning.
Day drinking.
You have a few hours before you go to school, or any of you start your daily work week or whatever.
Do we want to meet up this afternoon to go talk to Deacon?
I mean, I don't have anything else to do, so
Oh, yeah, that's right. Faye destroyed your bar. Faye sucks.
Esther just glares at him.
Yeah, I think we should probably meet again this afternoon.
I guess nothing else is going to happen tonight. No other discussions. Does everybody go? Well, I guess Esther has been staying with Faye, so I guess they'll stay here. Do Bill and Ren stay there, or do they go to their respective home places?
I am literally asleep on the couch right now.
There you go.
Just-
Ren stands in the living room for a minute, looks around, sees Bill sleeping, and just walks out.
Okay.
And just goes to his office.
As Faye goes to bed, she passes Esther and Faye walk down a hallway and go Faye goes left, Esther goes right into their respective bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And Faye says, I think we're just gonna go ahead and need to buy an extra bed for whichever one decides to stay with us each night.
I think they're fine on the couch. And Esther goes in the room and shuts the door.
All right. So next day goes by. You all go to your respective workplaces. Faye to school. Esther to do some more work on her bar. Ren to his software business. And Bill to the not tattoo parlor. The Golden Flamingo. That was weird. I don't know. It's been a long time since we recorded. I forgot what y'all do. No, but you go to your respective workplaces. I won't have y'all do a photo montage since it'll only be a few hours. But is there anything narratively, even if it can't be represented mechanically, a narrative that you want to do during your day? Just real quick.
I want to do a bad job and not care.
Okay. So we see Bill going through the motions, even if you could say that, just sloppily, dealing out cards.
Hi, welcome to the Golden Flamingo. Hope you enjoy your stay? Yeah, hope you enjoy your stay.
Okay.
Just lazily passing cards out. Oh, I didn't realize he said check or bet. That's all right.
Okay. Okay.
Being a real Ren.
A pain in the Ren.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
I mean, Esther's just trying to put things back together.
Yeah.
Assuming that James is there.
Yeah, and James shows up and he helped you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Still working on getting the bar together. We see a lot of sawhorses and things like that. Y'all cutting plywood, patching it up.
So how have you been spending your time when you're not here now?
Oh, same old boss. Do what I always do. I go home, kind of keep things tidy. Nothing too bad. After all these, working and lifting and sawing and hammering, my back is kind of tight. But other than that, same old, same old.
Well, I'm glad you seem to be doing so well after all that you've been through recently.
He kind of squints. What do you mean?
Well, we've had a lot of loss lately.
Yeah, the bar. But, we'll get it back. We're working on it.
The bar, my dad, your mom. It's just a lot.
Mom, what? What do you mean? I mean, I miss her, yeah, but I'll see her again.
Yeah, I guess that's a good outlook to have. She goes back to sawing whatever she was sawing. Because
And he
James
goes back to
sucks.
hammering whatever he was hammering. Okay. Faye, Rin, anything y'all do?
The school day is pretty normal. You just notice that during lunch, Faye is writing a letter, and the camera comes over her and zooms in, and it says, "Ren, I'm sorry for cussing during our fight. That was uncalled for." And then she puts a little succulent in an envelope with the letter, and puts his name
Succulent?
on. like a mini
You know the
one.
plant?
Like an
Yeah,
air,
like an air plant, like an air plant.
You don't know
What?
Carrie and Zach are with me. They're this big, and they live without water.
It's a flower or a plant?
It's a plant, yeah.
I thought you were
desert
using
plant.
some fancy term for a chocolate. I put a succulent in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put a plant in the envelope.
It's a
Okay.
very, yes.
Yeah, for us uncultured swine, you put a pretty flower in the envelope.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's
And Rin,
that's my day.
what about you?
Rin is staring mindlessly at his computer and just scrolling through because he's looking to hire another person because the business has been growing and stuff. And so he's scrolling through applications and he's like, seriously? You've never worked in software and you thought you could apply here because you had a business major.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I think instead of looking to hire someone, you're looking to hire someone in the future because I don't think thematically you've gotten any attention in that.
No.
So I think maybe this could be Rin looking forward to, I want to expand our business, so let's see let's check LinkedIn or Monster or whatever it is for people who would be interested in this sort of job. So yeah, you're looking at possible future hirees. Okay.
Got 2 attention in it.
You do have 2 attention?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you're really close to
Yeah. We're close
leveling
to
that up.
being medium sized.
Yeah. Okay. From going to 2 to 3. Actually, I guess it's 3 right now because it's
Yeah.
you, Pablo, and Deja.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the day passes by. You all reconvene at a phase. You're all there together.
How was everyone's day?
Honestly, a little weird.
What happened?
Well, James was helping me with the bar, and I was trying to talk to him because he said something the other day that was really weird about his mom, she was still alive. And I don't know that he realizes that she's dead.
That's weird.
What if she isn't dead? It's the city. We've seen weirder things.
Like
Have
a
we,
giant
though?
monster. And a
Wolfman.
disappearing wolfman.
Portal. Mist. Lisa. Alien. Jimmy the Butcher.
Yeah, but she
Stone.
was real dead.
Yeah.
She could be a zombie.
How do we find out if she's not?
What didn't one of the first people we encountered say something about the drug having to do with angels or something?
That's possible.
I have no recollection of this, but that doesn't mean anything.
I just remember one of the earlier guys saying that he tried to convince the professor not to sell to the angel guys. I should remember. GM? What do you remember? It should be in our notes, but I remember it. I just can't convey it.
Do you remember what the other context was around that? I guess that's not.
I remember exactly what it was.
We were like, is it when we were searching like the sewers?
It was whenever you first encountered Marcus Malcolm. He was the one doing the drugs, dealing him out. And right before he was shot or sniped, he said something about they wanted to use this in their holy war, but I saw the profit that I could make off of it and like the kingdom I could build with it. And that's what he said.
The Holy War. Yes, I do remember that.
Anyways, how was everybody else's day? I mean, we're obviously not going to figure this out right now, and we have
That's-
other things pressing.
Yeah, no,
so
you're right. We'll add it to our list of loose ends. Mine was fine. Ren?
You know, it's another day. The software biz, as they say.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Okay, so do we want to head over to Deacon? Do we want to have a game plan?
We should definitely have a game plan.
So are we
That's
going to
a
play
first.
Puyo Puyo first, or
Puyo Puyo does not exist in this world. I have no idea what you're talking about.
are we going to play a game of Dose
Dose?
instead of Uno?
that was pretty funny.
Oh,
Okay,
we were
here's
gonna
a
come up with
question.
a plan.
Y'all, Ren and Faye, y'all have been to Deacon before, yes?
See. I don't know why Faye said
So,
see.
You
Is it
look over
gonna-
and her Faye just has a sombrero and she's in a poncho. See, sorry, it's Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. I'm trying to get in character for class.
That was a good accent.
Thank you. I spend hours every week editing all of your voices.
Spend hours listening to your voice.
So, do we need like an appointment to get in? Are we just going to be able to walk in? Is it weird for all four of us to walk in?
He's kind of skittish.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to describe him.
So, us all four showing up's probably not going to be a good idea.
No. I think it's fine. Like he's smart. He's just like kind of anxious. So I don't think that we're gonna have any trouble getting in. Is what I'm saying.
All four of you have met Deacon before. He helped you with James's mom, and he went
yeah,
and ate
but,
with y'all at the bar.
He did come to the bar with us,
Yeah,
didn't he?
because he was walking up with a loaf of bread, and y'all like, redirect. And then y'all took him to the bar and told what happened.
Right.
But y'all have actually been to his office, so I guess that was the question
Yeah,
more than anything.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, we could just show up and talk to him. Honestly. Now that I said that, it's not gonna happen. But
Okay. So you go downtown to the DA's office, which is where Deacon works. As you're walking in, there is a security check.
is a security guard? Is it just
No, there's a conveyor belt where you put like your shoes and your wallet and keys and stuff, or collapsible magic shotguns. But there's
I
like
was
a
hoping
guard,
you wouldn't pay attention to that one.
a guard looking at everything that goes through, and there's two guards on the other side of the metal detector gate. But you see people like showing up for jury duty and things like that, walking through, putting all their stuff in and stuff like that.
Faye just goes straight in without even thinking about it because she doesn't have any weapons.
Yep, you're fine. Faye walks in, nothing is the matter.
Same.
Okay, Bill walks in for all his tattoos, nothing is the matter. Esther thinks.
Ren shoots the security guards.
How many security guards are there?
There's
Well,
the one.
okay.
There's the one looking at the screen as everything goes through on the conveyor belt. There's two on the other side of the gate.
Yeah. But I mean, I have a handgun license. Like, I'm licensed, so like,
Yeah,
it's,
but you cannot take a firearm on into like this office.
City property.
I
whatever.
assume I left
Yeah,
it in
city
the
property.
car then.
Okay, so you left it in the car. Ren, what about you?
Oh gosh.
We're dead, in case y'all are wondering.
This is it. This is the end of
This is
Misconceptions.
the end.
I'm going to start a new game for so long.
Ren shoots all 3 of the guards at the same time.
Boy, don't talk about it.
Don't.
You're going to say it. You're going to do it.
Like, you need cards that are like
In character,
real.
out of character.
well, no. Like real suggestion, fake suggestion, fake suggestion. I shoot all the guards
Real suggestion: you put the gun away
and just walk through.
I'm going to do a sneak round and walk through with it.
Okay.
No, I left the gun in the car. Let's do that.
Okay,
It's
okay.
easy.
So you left the gun in the car. So you all pass through, but as Rin, you walk through, and then the 2 security guards step up. They scan, and immediately they start at your head with the beeper, and it goes beep, 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 beep. And they, sir, could you remove your hood?
So I like take off my hood and I'm like, see, nothing wrong. We all good.
Okay. So you remove your hood, and they do see something wrong, but they see, the scars and all these different metal plating, like especially where the node is. However, the mist kind of conceals what the node looks like to them. It just looks like you have some sort of like metal skull implant or something surgical like that. So I mean, they look at it and they, oh, okay, sir, enjoy whatever you're here for. And you walk through. So you go up to it wouldn't be a bullpen, but it would be where the DA's office is, so where Pip Hamill's office is, and also where all his ADAs work. And Deacon Smith is one of the ADAs. And everything is just a buzz. And you see, as soon as you walk in, along with all of the legal operations and cases that are being worked, you see a lot of vote for Pip signs. Pip is good for the city. Pip is good for our children. And it's just like all piled in the corner. And you see Deacon kind of walking through. His hair is usually very neatly combed back, but right now it's just kind of mussed, and he has his tie kind of loosened, and he's walking back and forth. Doing business, but you can easily pick him out walking with all the other ADAs and other lawyers and things like that.
Faye's gonna approach him because I feel like she knows him pretty well.
Okay, so you walk up to Deacon. He doesn't. His back is to you as he's like talking to another paralegal.
Hey, Deacon.
You'll have to make an appointment at the counter with Cheryl. He turns around. Oh, hey, Faye, how are you? Oh, and the rest of you, hi. Oh gosh, were we working on something?
No, not really, but something's come up, and we just need to borrow you for a few minutes. Do you have just a couple minutes?
He sighs. Yeah. Let's go into my office. He walks you over, shuts the door behind him. Oh, sorry guys, it's been crazy with Mr. Hamill's thing getting ready, and the mayoral debate on Monday is just so busy, and of course we have our normal caseload and all that. And, okay, so what can I do for you? What do you need?
Hi, Deacon. We had an agreement with Mr. Smalls, and we haven't been able to track him down at all. But the last thing that we know that he's done is sign over his property rights of his apartment building, and he did that with you. Do you know anything about his whereabouts?
Oh, Mr. Smalls. He did come in. I think it was last week, a couple of days ago. He did sign away the deed. And of course, since he was a client, or rather a past client, we had all his work. And so, I was the notary that did sit in on that. But ever since I met y'all and we talked about, everything that happened on 123 Blanco Street, I was kind of nervous about seeing him again, especially since, I was so confrontational with him. But, he didn't seem too mad or, he's a dick. And he seemed much less dick.
All right. Now, with the upcoming mayoral debate, how's that going to happen? Because we're concerned citizens and we're thinking about attending, but we just kind of want to know what the format's like and.
Oh yeah, well, it's kind of a debate, but really it's more of a gala. It's not open to the public. High-paying citizens can get in to attend, but really what it is it's more of a fundraiser and kind of a since the polls haven't opened yet and things like that, it's more of a dry run, I guess, for like what the debates will actually be when the race starts.
Surely you could, as friends of ours, get some tickets to this gala for a couple of aspiring business owners and other philanthropists.
Yeah, I think go ahead and roll a change the game and see what tags you can add to that. So what tags are you going to add?
Risk taker, and talk my way into anything. And I think that's really all I can do.
Okay, so risk taker.
2 things.
Did you say talk my way into anything? That's a tag? Okay, go ahead.
6, 7, 8. Yeah.
So you get 2 juice, and you can create a store tag, burn a power tag or store tag, or give or reduce a status. So I would assume you would want to create 2 power tags.
Yes.
Okay. 2 story tags. So we can know what the difference is between story tags and like statuses and things. Go ahead and use those sticky notes.
And the sticky notes are for story tags?
Yes. So he nods and says, okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I think I could probably work in 2 people to get into here. But I guess I need to have a name for who's going to show up. So which of the 4 of you, or which 2 of the 4 of you are going to pick up the tickets?
I think Esther should have one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what do you think? What do y'all think for the second one?
I think we're going to need Ren on the outside to do like technical stuff, so I would say you.
That's true. No, I
Or
thought
me. Or that's fine.
I would think Faye because I feel like Bill's probably known
driving.
around, but not for the
You're a
same
driver.
things that we're known for.
Well, and I feel like I'd like in a crowd I'd stand out more. Just a tatted up dude. People would I would not be inconspicuous in that crowd.
Okay. So who's going to pick up the tickets at the event?
I will.
Okay.
And me.
Okay. So Esther and Faye, he gets out a steno notepad, writes it down. Esther, Faye, tickets to gala. Okay. And I'm sorry, guys, I couldn't get you more tickets, but it's a big, huge fundraiser, and the money goes towards a lot of good stuff. So I can't just go around passing out tickets. I mean, I like y'all guys, so it's whatever. And then the door opens, and you see this man. He's very well dressed. He has a green tie pushed up to the throat, clean cut hair, clean shaven. Deacon, could I have your? Oh, I didn't notice you had people with you. And Deacon looks up. Oh yeah. Everyone, this is D.A. Pip Hamill. This is Esther Black, Faye Carver, Ren Pascal, and Bill.
Just Bill.
Bill. And Pip nods. Oh, okay. I was hoping that I would be able to meet you. He goes and shakes all your hands. Deacon has told me about your situation with Mr. Smalls. I appreciate you bringing this to Deacon's attention, bringing it to the attention of the firm, and helping us to distance ourselves from a dick. But, I'm very tough on crime. By the way, don't forget to vote for me when the polls open. But we did not need a blemish like that on our firm or on our payroll. So, I thank you very much. By the way, don't forget to vote. And Deacon, those files, whenever you get them. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Pip. And then he walks out the door. I said, Mr. Pip. I should have said Mr. Hamill. It's just, okay. All right. Everything's fine. How are y'all?
You're really stressed.
Oh, my God. I'm so stressed.
You're doing a great job, Deacon.
It's just so hard. I have so many case files, and now that Mr. Hamill isn't able to, like, do some things, we're having to pick up even more work, and...
Well, you seem to really impress him.
He kind of straightens up. Thanks.
So, Deacon, we are trying to track down Mr. Smalls, and we haven't seen or heard from him in a long time.
Oh, yeah. Have you checked his office?
Yes, we did, and it looks like it's been abandoned. If you hear from him or see him, will you let us know?
Sure. He takes out the steno notepad. Call Faye about Smalls. Okay, yeah, it's right here. He tosses it into the pile of stuff on his desk. Yeah, it's right there. I will not forget it.
Okay.
So you said that he signed over the property to someone else, or signed off the property. Do you know who he signed it over to?
Yeah. Some offshore account. Oh gosh. Okay. He starts pushing papers off his desk, looking in his filing cabinet. Something Aussie, some Aussies account. I'm sorry, I can't really remember what it was right now. Shoot. If you give me a little bit, like maybe a day or so, maybe I could look through this mountain of stuff on my desk to see exactly what I wrote down. But yeah.
Deacon.
Sorry, it's Deacon Smith.
I know,
Deacon?
Deacon. I haven't been sleeping well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Was it Giuseppe?
Yeah.
Giuseppe Enterprises?
Oh, no, that wasn't it.
Great. Well, that was a lot of work.
Giuseppe is something in the city. It's run by he lowers his voice. Carmine Giuseppe. And like when none of you react, he's like the mob boss.
Oh.
Y'all, I thought y'all know more about this.
You know, we live very quiet lives. We don't really keep up with a lot of things.
So tell us about it.
I mean, Giuseppe is he's a guy that has a shipping enterprise and a criminal empire. But, be careful about who you say that around because he has money everywhere. But not in this office, so I can say what I want.
And you said it was, what was his first name?
Carmine. Super Italian.
I gotta mean.
Yeah, but no, that wasn't a shipment. The shipment, I don't know, something about the Middle East. Oh, can't remember.
Okay, well, we'll just give you a call tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, sure. Maybe I'll find it.
The East India Trading Company?
No, that was from the Pirates movie.
That's fair.
So yeah, anything else?
Heard any good rumors?
Any good rumors? I don't think I can tell you those.
But we're friends.
Yeah, but I'm bound by the law to not do certain things. And it's kind of my deal to uphold the law.
Oh, Ren, you're so funny.
Faye slaps him a little too hard on the shoulder.
Right. Sorry, Deacon. He's just,
His name is Deacon.
Oh, he's joking. Yeah. Jokes. So I really need to get to work, and I really need to figure out what files Mr. Hamill was asking for because I have forgotten.
Okay, good luck, Deacon.
Okay, bye.
See you out, mate.
Then as soon as you walk out the door, he's like, "What files was he talking about?" Yeah, he starts just shoving all the papers off his desk. Okay, so I assume you walk downstairs, back out to the car.
Nice job.
Your gun and future gun are still there.
Oh, thank you.
I strap it back on.
Immediately.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
Well,
We got a lot of them.
At least we got tickets to the gala.
You got tickets, and we got the name of the mob guy.
Yeah, Rin, could you look up some info on that guy? Because we were pretty woefully uninformed.
You know what we really need to do? Speaking of you, keep looking up. You're good. You don't have to look at me while I'm talking. That was meant to be serious, but it sounded so rude. I'm so sorry. As she's saying this, she pulls out the apology letter from her bag and hands it to Ren. This is my apology letter from earlier, so just add this apology onto that. We need to go to Bill's house and get the SUV fixed before the gala.
Gila.
Gala.
How many days until the...
It is Wednesday, and the gala is on Monday.
So do you think we can fix up the SUV by then?
I mean, that's on you.
Well,
I'm pretty sure you're the reason it's beat up in the first place.
expertise is technical, not bullet-ridden van.
Where could we get... Do we have any money to get another van?
Bill could steal some money from the casino, right?
Esther's literally glaring at all of them like, how dare you ask me for money? Fix my car. You ruined my life.
It's a very telling look.
Yeah.
Bill. Ren, you work in software development. I think you should be able to pocket this one, mate.
Yes, at a small no-name business that no one has any idea exists.
Okay, what if we all pitched in? Not Esther. The rest of us pitched in just a little bit. Meaning a few thousand per person. Maybe 10,000 per person.
Man, you make some good money as a teacher.
I don't make good money. I'm just single and always have been, and I live off plants.
I have a mortgage. And
You can always take out a second
I
mortgage.
work
Michael
at a
Scott.
casino.
Michael Scar did it on The Office.
I can physically work on the vehicle.
Well, do any of us know anyone? Bill, you seem like you would know someone that could fix up.
I mean, I know people who could do mechanical stuff, but not body work. So I could have some friends come over and I could have some acquaintances come over and help me get it running again, but somebody else would have to pay to get the actual panels fixed and painted.
Why are you looking at me? I could fix all the technical issues, and that's about it.
I will handle figuring out the bodywork if y'all will get everything else done.
All right.
Yep, we can do that. Me and Bill work really well together.
If you just drop us off at the house. What is my accent doing? God. I'm Bill. Yeah, if you just drop us off at the house, we can probably get it done by tomorrow.
Oh. Okay.
At least all the mechanical work.
Bren, did you find anything on Giuseppe?
Go ahead and roll a investigate check.
Yep.
What are you going to add to it?
Software engineer. No, that wouldn't really work.
Nah, not for this.
Data mining and high-tech laptop.
Okay. So +2, go ahead and roll.
And 12.
12, nice. So that is a dynamite move. You get 2 clues that you get to ask me, and I have to answer them truthfully.
I guess, like, where does he frequent? I guess, like, places that he goes to often.
Okay. So you do some hacking, some Googling. You're looking for Carmine Giuseppe. You do find his business. You find he has a nice little, or not a little, he has a mansion up in the kind of like the Beverly Hills area, but it's called Olympus, which is kind of like there's a mountain range next to the city, and he does live up there. Nice view of the city. You see a few businesses that he frequents, and most of them are like fine eateries, things like that. But some of them are like Fat Tony's, a laundromat, some different things like that. So these different places that he likes to dine, he has his specific set group of places he likes to dine, and then also just these kind of random places that he goes to, which you can assume must all be connected to his mafia business. But anyways, you get some leads on different places that he frequents.
He's going to the gala.
That's good to know. So, is he going to the gala on Monday?
Okay. Let's see. How would you find this out?
Or see if if him, because he's got his own main business, and so seeing if him or anyone from his business is attending the gala.
And maybe he has like donated large amounts of money to the.
That would be good to know. Yeah. Who is he donated to?
Oh, okay. So you you do some more hacking, things like that. You find that the incumbent mayor Corallo, one of his big supporters is Giuseppe. Giuseppe Enterprises has donated a lot of money to Mayor Corallo's re-election fund, and in fact, you find a lot of money coming in from the Giuseppe to Mayor Corallo's not political party, but like campaign and other events that the mayor does. Okay. So those are the two things you find out.
And then I also ask for 1,000,000 wishes.
No.
All right, so it looks like.
Oh, and I will say, since you got a 12 plus, a dynamite.
Yeah.
You find out. You find like a list of people that will be attending, and scrolling through it, seeing who's all going to be at the gala. You do see Carmine Giuseppe is on that list.
Okay. All right, so I have the list, and it looks like the mob boss, of course, is on it. So that's wonderful. Looks like you guys get to meet him in person. So that'll be super exciting if you want to meet a mob boss.
Okay, are you like doing a news story right now? Are you gonna get to the point?
In other news.
In other news, looks like it's going to rain tonight. We have a 60% chance of rain in the city, and it also looks like
not getting any better.
Anyways, it looks like he also lives on Olympus, so that's exciting. Mount Olympus, the really.
When we're with you, we've lived in the city for a long time.
Really, you have? I thought you just moved here like a few months ago. How's that headache, Esther? Good? Okay. Anyways.
Faye, as Ren is
She
talking,
flips him
Faye is
off.
driving to Bill's place.
So Faye is driving?
Oh, I don't know why I'm driving. You said drop us off. That's true. I don't drive. You drive.
I'm driving, but
You're driving Bill's car.
I flip him off while I'm driving.
Okay.
Yep, and it also looks like he frequents the pizza place that we went to a few days ago.
And
he donates to the incumbent mayor, and he goes to a lot of random places like this laundromat in a sketchy side of town. And yep, that's about it. I printed everything, or no, I texted it all to you guys in case I forget.
Okay. And about this time, y'all pull up to Bill's house. Because it took him all to find all that, and it took him even longer to spit it all out.
Get out of the car.
This isn't even your car. This is Bill's car.
Get out of the car.
All right. We'll see you later.
Text us when you're done.
Sounds good.
See you later, Esther. Have a good day. Hope you get some medicine for that splitting headache of yours from
Flips him off again
Faye.
and drives away.
Okay. So what are you two doing?
We're going to go see what is mechanically and electronically wrong with the SUV
Yep.
and fix it.
Can you believe Esther? She is always flipping off, and I am just talking casually, updating her on everything I'm hacking. I just,
Still flips him off.
That was in good.
Okay. So
I expected an apology letter from you, just like Faye wrote.
Here's a succulent.
Pulls a succulent out
His
of the
version of
apology.
succulent is different than Faye's version.
okay.
He
So
just grabs
y'all,
a weed out of the ground. Here's a succulent.
so y'all look at the car. I mean, it shot up. I don't know if there's much interior damage. Ren did do all that like battle van stuff to the back of it, but all of that seems to be intact. Really, it just seems like it needs some cosmetic work to fix the bullet holes.
Well, crap. All right, Ren. Looks like we're going to get on YouTube, figure out how to do some body work.
Well, I'm always looking to invest in new skills.
Let's get at it then.
Okay, so I'll just say that you spend like the rest of the day fixing this car.
Man, that's a quick fix.
Well, we're working on fixing it.
No,
What
she
are-
said that's a quick one.
What are you two doing?
Killing. We're plotting to kill Ren.
We're actually. This seems far too girly for Esther, but we do have to discuss what we're going to wear to this thing because we have to blend in.
Yeah, no, 100% we go shopping. I'm so down for that. And Faye is like,
She's
so
like super excited, and
Yeah.
Esther's like, I don't know if I can do this.
Okay, so we don't have a photo montage, but we do have a shopping montage with like one of you sitting on the couch and the other like walking out of the room and like twirling around in the windows, or not the windows, the what are they called? What do you look at yourself in?
The mirrors.
And thank you. And
We don't use those at our
yeah,
house.
we don't have mirrors. It's freaky because we
Explains so
can't. Wow.
I think I'm offended.
And just for David, not you, Carrie.
Yeah. Carrie has mirrors, but I can't look in them.
They just break.
I can't
was
see
just a
myself.
joke.
It's really weird.
I'll write you a apology letter and send you a succulent.
Yeah, I like chocolate. So
Chocolate succulent, please.
we see this scene kind of describe like what does the scene look like? What song is playing as you're doing this dress montage?
Beverly Hills. That's where I wanna be.
Give it to me.
Don't actually play music because we will get
Living
copyrighted.
in Beverly Hills.
And Faye is like pulling. I'm so excited that I keep twirling away from the microphone.
Please stay on the mic.
Faye is like grabbing dresses from like every rack and like pulling her size and Esther's size and then like bringing them back to the like fitting rooms.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of that word. And like handing them to Esther, like try this one on and try this one on.
And each one she hands her, Esther's like, I'm not trying that on. Until she hands her like the solid black, like floor length.
Like a cocktail dress?
Are we doing? I mean,
I'm picturing like nice. I mean,
yeah,
it's a what is that word?
Kayla.
Gala?
Gala.
Whatever. It's a thing.
Yes. So I'm picturing like floor length.
Yeah,
You're thinking.
floor length, like mermaid cut, black, like.
Like a slit up the side?
No, mermaid cut would be like form fitting, and then it flares out at the bottom
Oh, okay.
for the men in the room.
Yeah.
And it's just like solid black with, I don't know, a little bit of like, I'm more girly than this in real life, but whatever.
Yeah, role player character.
I guess like a little bit of bling, like sequins or something at the top, but like, I mean, it's black, it's simple. And she was like, fine. And she tries it on and it fits. So that's the dress that she will take.
Cool. Faye eventually finds one, and like Faye tries on like 20.
Yeah. And
Because
Esther
she's
just
so pumped. Yes. And every one she tries on, she like twirls out of the dressing room and like poses in front of Esther.
No.
Okay. She goes back. She eventually finds one that's like a nature green, like not a camo green, but like a pastel, pretty nature green. And is very flowy and has lots of sequins on it and strapless. I'm going to say hers is A-line, which means that, like, it just goes straight down. It doesn't, like, flare out at the end.
Okay. We see that scene playing out with the girls shopping, and then we cut to the scene of the boys trying to fix the car, looking up different YouTube videos, probably arguing about how exactly to do it.
Ren, what the hell are you doing?
I'm looking up ska songs so that we can jam out while we're fixing stuff.
You've been on your phone for the past 45 minutes while I've been sitting here busting my tail.
Well, that sucks for you.
Oh, God.
And then we cut away from the guys.
I text, as you're cutting away, I text them, come get this moron away from me.
All caps moron. Okay.
And I text it in the group chat so he knows.
Okay. So let's do I don't want to role play out every single day leading up to Monday. So let's do a photo montage and decide what are you going to do to get ready for the gala on Monday. You've already been dress shopping. You have already started working on the van. If one person wanted to take it upon themselves to fix a van, something like that. But let's just have a photo montage to establish what y'all are going to do before the gala.
Esther's practicing walking in heels.
Okay.
So, like, everything she's doing, like, she's got the stupid heels on, trying to be able to walk like a normal person. But she's also trying to, like, because I feel like maybe she's not necessarily been to events like this, but, like, she's been around, like, the business people and stuff like that. So I feel like maybe she's coaching Faye a little bit on, like, this is how we blend in kind of thing. Maybe. And figuring out a game plan. Because, like, you know, we have to...
Okay. So what mechanically do you want to do for your photo montage? You can give attention to one of your logos. You can work the case and get 3 clues. Explore your mythos. You can prepare for your next activity. You can recover from your last activity.
I guess I'm wanting to prepare for this activity, and, like, maybe we use the list that Ren has, so, like, we know the key people that we need to, like, maybe get information from.
Yeah, like,
and
look people up.
And try to, like, because we need to, like, know people's faces. We need to, like, know, like, I don't know, ways to, like, make connections with them. So.
Okay. So you get 3 juice, and you can spin those juice just like you would in a change the game.
How do I automatically... I'm confused.
Because that's just how photo montage works. So you get 3 juice, and you get to spend it just like in change the game. So create a story tag, burn a power tag or story tag, give a reduce a status. But you had described, like, getting to know people's faces, like getting ready for the gala. So what... You could give yourself 3 story tags, or... What do you want? What do you want?
So I'm studying the list.
Okay.
And discussing with Faye and everybody, I guess. But, like, what are the key things that we need to find out during our time? Because we're not just going to have all the time in the world. So, like, who are the key players that we need to talk to? What is the information that we're wanting to get? And, like, making a plan for that.
Okay.
So,
Maybe you text that question in the group message or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we could even say that we, like, still get together each night.
Yeah.
But I think our number one priority is, like, has to be Jimmy the Butcher and Pip, because, like, we have to see, is that panning out? Is he showing up to kill him? Like, that has to be target number one. But while we're there, it'd be a good idea to, like, try to talk to Carmine and, like, ask him maybe about his business, things like that. Like, ask him about the doc, like, in a non-confrontational kind of way. Just see if he lets up or gives up anything. And we should probably bother Deacon again about the overseas account that he couldn't remember. But other than that, I can't think of anything.
So
What do y'all think?
basically what the juice are is you can give yourself 3 story tags that you could then use at the gala.
So
what are 3 like narrative things that you could, like, I'm going to use this now and it's going to help me.
knowing the faces, maybe. Could
Okay.
That, I mean,
So that could be one
so
story
knowing
tag.
the faces.
So go ahead and grab that sticky note. And then your first one is knowing faces.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting that one by, like, you're studying the list that Ren sent you? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's another one? You got 2 more.
I know. I don't.
I think
Or you could take one of these and scale it up, so make it like a story tag of 2, if you wanted.
like that one we could do knowing the faces, and we could also use like a playing the game one, like we know how to work the room.
Yeah.
Ooh, like you're brushing up on, like, your elitist culture.
Yeah,
Repertoire?
like how
Okay.
to eat
Yeah,
and what's
well,
the
and,
proper
like,
way to.
And we know, like, the small talk. We know, like, kind of what's
Right.
going on and stuff. So, like, we seem like we fit there. We're not just these extra people that showed up.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So what do you want to name that
call
one?
Working the room.
Work in the room. Okay. So you got, the faces, work the room.
What about a distraction? Like, in case we need something like that?
Well, I was wondering about, like, some kind of, like, comms thing. But maybe we already really
Well-
have that. But, like, something so that, like,
But would that be something you could come up with? That sounds more like something Rin would come up with.
But they could have developed like
we could
sign
develop, like, a
language,
sign
like
system
distress
for each
or
other or something.
because they'll be in the room.
Right, like our.
They might not
But
be
we'd
able
have
to
to
say.
stay
You could-
inside of each other.
Okay. I mean, you already, because of your crew theme, you have one called Got Your Back or something like that.
Oh.
Nothing? No?
We're conspiracy busters?
Won't get fooled again. Inside tip, surveillance equipment.
Yep.
Oh, Got Each Other's Back is mass vigilance investigations. Never mind. So you could do a Got Your Back to represent you and Esther talking and sitting down one night and talking about, all right, yes, Esther and Faye sitting down and talking about, here's what we need to do. And in case this happens, this is the sign, and
Yeah.
stay inside of me and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I said in sight of me.
Sorry. I was like, I wasn't being inappropriate. I was just like, what does that mean?
Okay. So
Okay.
you spend your week preparing yourself to find the people you need, get the information you want, and stay in sight of Faye. Okay. Who's next?
I can go. I have 2 ideas. First question: I have this tag card of shot up, but it's from the pier. Wouldn't some of that have already healed?
So it has healed, but you're still feeling the effects from it because mechanically you haven't taken like a week to slow down and get everything checked out. So you're still, even if your bullet wounds have healed and you have like bandages or whatever, like you could still be stiff. Or depending on how serious they are, you could have an infection that you never got checked out or something like that. So if you want to heal from that, you could spend this montage to recover from your last activity. Or you could roll a change the game to heal yourself and do your montage.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
At least try it. I mean, if it doesn't work, then it is. What do I add to that? I mean, I can add herbal infliction and say that I, like, use, like, aloe and stuff like that to, like, nurse my wounds and reduce infection and anything. Okay. I think that's the only one I could add.
Don't you have the more the merrier?
I
because,
do.
like, you could use, because you're, like, in your apartment.
Right.
So +2?
Yep. 8.
Okay, 8. So you get 2 juice. You can create a story tag, burn a power tag or story tag, or give or reduce a status 1 point per juice.
I'll reduce the status.
By 2?
Yep.
So spend those 2 juice and reduce it by 2. So you're no longer affected. You have properly taken the time to check yourself out, deal with any side effects of that fight that you've had. And now your montage, what do you want to use it for?
I want to spend the time, So what I'm picturing is that Esther comes over, like, each night after work, and we both, like, sit and are learning different things and practicing different things. And as this is all happening, I'm, like, trying out different things with all of my plants. Like, I'm growing some and taking them back, and I'm trying to, like, if my apartment is, like, 3 stories up, I'm trying to see, like, how far I can reach out to plants, and I'm trying new concoctions to see, like, how different concoctions I can make and stuff like that. So I want to gain an attention in my mythos.
Okay, so the way exploring your mythos works is you have to explore one of your questions. So with your mythos for nature is a friend of mine, is that the one? What is the question?
Where did this come from?
So if you wanted to gain attention in that, let me see. So explore your mythos. Tell everyone at the table which mystery you explore and how you do it. You gain 1 clue with a method and a source based on your description. Mark attention on that mystery's theme. So how would you explore the question of where did this come from?
That's really hard. Why did I pick that question? Okay. I guess throughout all of this, Faye does, like, a lot of meditation. Mm-hmm. So, literally just delete everything I said before. So, Faye and Esther, like, plan each night, and then Faye's just going to bed, like, earlier than normal and spends, like, an hour each night, like, meditating and, like, grounding herself and trying to think back to her past and, like, recall when she first got powers and what was going on in that time, and like, paying more attention to the part of her that feels like Maid Marian and trying to mesh all of that together.
Okay. So during your meditation, your plants are flexing and collapsing and moving with your breath. And you're focusing on this part of you that you just you don't know a lot about yet. You see flashes of something like a past life. You're in a forest. You see a man with a hood. You basically see a lot of the same visions that you have seen before in your dreams. However, you see a new person there that wasn't there before. He is a bigger guy. He has a bow staff in his hand. And you see, like, you're in the forest and there's some sort of fight scene going on. You see the man that is obviously Robin Hood, like, shooting arrows out of his bow. You see the man with the bow staff cracking people over the head. You see your hands from your point of view stretching out and sending these vines lashing out, and, like, the trees bend down and pick up carriages of corrupt government officials and things like that. And the man with the bow staff turns to you, and you see the face of Muhammad. And so your clue that I will give you is Muhammad.
Okay. Can I say that that's, like, one of the last nights that she's meditating, that, like, he turns and she sees him?
Yeah, so, like, you see this same fight scene every night, these same people but you only see and like every night as he's about to turn, as their faces are both turning to you, like your vision cuts off or something like that. But then like on that last night, his face turns all the way. You see all of his features. It is a spitting image of Muhammad.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that Faye like sees that and like and just then it shuts off right after that, and that's
And like that
where
scene ends?
Yeah. Where
Okay.
her montage ends.
Okay. Next, who's going?
So you can create. I don't know. So here's what I'm thinking, and it's a thing that exists, but like a really small like Bluetooth headset that like specifically that Faye and Esther could wear, but would be pretty much unpronounced. Like they could walk around, they would be able to talk to me and Bill, but no one would really notice that it's there.
Okay. So you are wanting to create, I guess you would be preparing for your next activity is the action you would take. Mm-hmm. And you get 3 juice, and you could use that to create a story tag. And what you could do is scale up the effect. So spend 1 juice to create it, 2 juice to scale up the effect so that is for all of you. And then you could use your 3rd juice to hide the effect.
Yeah.
Okay. So you create some sort of discrete comm link.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hidden comm link, I guess. Would
Go ahead and grab one of those. And you don't have to give one to everybody, but just write like comm link for everyone or something like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you spend the week working on this. You have examples of Bluetooth, of course, in the past and things like that, but nothing quite so discrete that would be able to be taken into this event. But you finally create one, and you have 4 of these that you can dole out to your team or your crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
good.
got 2 juice.
It has 1 juice.
1 juice.
And you scaled up the effect
hidden
for all of them. So that's 2 juice. And then the 3rd one was you hid the effect. So it'll be concealed, it'll be for everyone, and it will be.
Yeah.
That was the 3 juice that you spent.
Yep.
It will be.
It will be. All right. And then, Bill, how do you spend your week?
Well, we'll say at this point that I've fixed the vehicle, and I will spend my week practicing an accent. Ironically, because I'm picking up Pip, right? Mm-hmm. And he has recently met me. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to need to disguise myself in some way. Thinking about getting like wearing a long sleeve shirt, maybe putting like concealer on my neck to cover my tattoos and stuff. Getting like either a wig or wearing a cap and like putting on some fake facial hair. Some form of disguising myself and speaking with an American accent. Okay. I'll surprise you with what accent it's going to be. And I'm going to spend some time driving Esther's SUV to get more accustomed to it since I'm used to driving a car. Since I'm assuming this is what I'll be driving to pick him up, and we'll just have Ren either like as security or in the back, not making any noise. I prefer that one, but
okay.
We'll see. Ren's in the back, and he's already got a drum kit set up.
Cool.
Okay, so you get 3 juice for preparing for the next activity.
Okay. Where's the sticky notes?
Ren has them.
I have all of them.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
I guess...
Disguise.
So disguise, SUV...
Expertise.
Accent? Are those the 3 you want?
What about
So
making the to like hide the effect of Ren existing? You like tint the windows or something, like blackout tint them or something.
Well, the way I'm picturing the SUV is like that you hollowed out the passenger part of it, and you put like your battle table there, and you might even have like chairs along the outside or along the side of the car for everyone to sit in, but like the actual passenger part is now just the entirety of the battle van. Like you got your workstation, your battle table, your chairs,
Okay.
But since you're working on the car right now, you could do something where you put a false wall there and then put chairs where they would normally be. And then, like, on the other side of the false wall, you have Ren in the battle station.
Yeah.
Okay. So, third tag, hidden Ren.
Battle station remodel.
Okay. Battle station remodel. Okay. And so I want to end the episode here because we've gone long. But what should be like the last scene of this episode as like next episode you're going to be enacting your plan?
I don't know. I guess this is just like the photo montage, but like, so like, there's just different scenes of us like talking and me walking around while we're talking in heels. And then like he's working on the comms and everything, and he's working on the car, and then like we come together and maybe we're like all like sitting at Faye's apartment and we're just like going over the plan one last time. Like, and so like we've got like this, I don't know if we have like a blueprint, so to speak, of like, okay, so like this is where everybody's gonna be, and like this is the schedule, like it just like,
and we have Monopoly pieces for each of us.
Yeah, okay. So we see the scene, like music has been playing this entire time. We've seen you all like wordlessly working and shopping and working on the car and getting everything you need. And then the episode ends with all of you sitting in the living room. You have like all these plans. You have to like the list of the people printed out and like the Monopoly pieces on the blueprint. And you all like look up at each other, and you all put your hands in the middle, and you go, yeah! And you lift up your hands, and we will. Oh, okay, go ahead.
yeah.
We will end the episode there. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Mistconceptions. Our next episode will be released on June the 4th. If you're a fan of the show, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. You can get up-to-date information about the show. You can talk to us. You can take part of fun little random polls that we do sometimes. But go ahead and like us on those platforms. It'll be nice to hear from you. If you want to help out the show, you can always share us. You can always leave us a rating and review on iTunes. And if you want to support us financially, you can always go to Patreon and back us at the $1, $2, or $5 level, and there are levels above that. But at a $2 level, you'll get a shout out on the podcast, and at the $5 level, you'll get access to a super secret archive of sound waves. And I'm not talking about the Transformer. I mean, it's episodes that haven't been cut, and you can listen to us be nonsensical for just long amounts of time. It's really fun. So if you want to support us financially, go to Patreon, check us out, help us out. We'd really appreciate it. If you like City of Mist, you can find more of their products at Son of Oak. And if you purchase the core rulebook, don't forget to use the discount code MistConceptionsFan, all one word, all lowercase, to get $5 off that purchase. And it also kind of helps us out because, it shows City of Mist that, hey, people are listening to this podcast and buying their products because of it. So, we help you out, you help us out a little bit as well. The music you heard at the beginning of this episode, and we'll hear here in a little bit, was composed by Aaron Wharton. You can find more of his music at aaronwharton.net. And that's all for this week's episode of Misconceptions. Again, thank you for listening. Carrie and I are now going to make a mad dash out the door, but I hope that you get to relax, have a good time, and remember, keep it nerdy, y'all.